Meet the team. He is a dedicated artisan and pacifist, basing his trade and skills in nonviolent training. She is a warrior, carving her way across the world through combat and grace. Together, without being able to trade with or get assistance from any other players, they must attain the rarest skill cape in the game, an untrimmed Slayer cape. The catch? He is forever forbidden from training combat skills, while those combat skills are the only skills that she can train. In this restricted world, is it possible to achieve their goal? Let's find out together. This is 2 Noobs, 1 Cape. Can poison dynamite be brought to Entrana? Oh, I didn't think that was gonna work. Oh, well then. Nah. Squad, hello. This is us finishing up the Hill Giants task that we picked up at the end of last episode. And normally our next step would obviously be to get our next task. But before we can do that, the skiller is actually in need of our assistance. And based on that last clip, you might be able to guess where we're going to be going. Before that though, there's a couple things that we both gotta do. Like that, and finally this. This is actually kind of long overdue. I'm sick and tired of walking around in places, but the irony is that this isn't actually for teleportation purposes. It's kind of just a safety valve in case what we're doing next goes south. But no, we're gonna be positive this time. Everything's gonna go absolutely swimmingly. Now the first thing we have to test on this here north side of Entrana is whether after I go down this ladder, if I log out, log back in, will I still be down there? Yes. Good, that means I can camp. Second thing I need to do while I'm down here is start picking off some zombies for a bit. Until I get them to drop a bronze axe. Like that. Great. So with that in mind, it's time for us to start the Lost City quest. So all we gotta do before we head on over to the Daenerys is try to chop down a tree, talk to a leprechaun, and get on my high horse over to Entrana. So our plan yet again is poison dynamite. But because we can't bring any weapons onto Entrana, it's a little trickier. We don't have the boost of the glory, and we don't have the boost of our best in slot weapon, which would be an iron 2H. Now what we do have is a friend conveniently down this hole. A friend that already has a bronze axe for us. Now we need to do a bit of a precarious walk over to there. And this is the bad part. This could one-shot me. Whew, and he didn't. Now in this tree is the tree spirit. As long as I can get to this spot right here and get him caught on this corner, then we can do this the same as any old poison dynamite thing. So we're just gonna have to kind of get a little lucky here and see how things go. Goody deal. All right, now we dynamite. Now with the axe being wielded and my super attack, I've got about a 10% chance to hit. That was at 18 or 19-ish. How lucky can we get? Ha! Finally the luck holds through. Alright, let's get this done. Boost up. Here we go. Yeah! I can chop the tree! Well, that was easy. Who's been complaining about poison dynamite, man? And I am out of here. What is this feeling? This feeling of actually not having to go back incessantly for a quest? All there's left to do is walk into a shed. That's the Lost City quest completed. Easy as that. And welcome to the land of the fairies, my skiller friend. I did Lost City for probably simpler reasons than you think. Last time I was chasing 3 items, and I managed to unlock one of them in the form of Weapon Poison++. I'm still in pursuit of the last 2. I started chasing the Dragon Spear last time at an unlikely place, Guardians of the Rift. When pulling from the Rift, you have a 1 in 25 chance of pulling an intricate pouch, from which you have a 1 in 45 chance of grabbing a Dragon Spear. That means I've got a roughly 1 in 1125 chance to snag a Dragon Spear per pull. In other words, this could take a while. With the skiller's restrictions, I only have access to 4 out of the 8 catalytic rifts. 50% of the rotations, I'm relegated to elemental. Completing Lost City, though, opens up the cosmic altar and increases my catalytic coverage by almost 13%. Not much, you might say, but when you'll be at Guardians for as long as I'll be, it'll add up. In any case, that's a peripheral goal. My attention is fully on the Slayer, and I'm focused on one thing: 85 combat. 85 combat, and I can get tasks from Neve. 85 combat, and I get to leave the wilderness behind. The math has adjusted a little bit since last time, so these are now the levels we're aiming for. And the good news is, they're close enough that we're gunning it to the finish line. One sprint to the ditch then, friends, as long as we don't hit any unanticipated roadblocks. Today's objective: leave the wilderness forever and complete a Neve Slayer task. Time to settle in, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be a long time in this here rift. And on the Slayer, our work for the skiller is done at least. This means it's time to start on that final sprint out of the wilderness. And time to get our first full Slayer task of the episode. And it's not exactly a banger, but we'll bang it out real quick. And bang out this task we did. We actually switched back over to strength, because if you remember from the beginning, we need to get those strength levels up as well. So we just picked up one. That's 48 strength, and that is task complete as well. After that quick one, it's gonna be Ice Giants. Look at this. First time in the Cosmic Altar ever. Thank you, Daenerys. And thank you, RNG, for pulling through for once. Level coming in. Just kidding. Level coming in. It's 69 rune crafting. Woo-wee! That's a 70 rune crafting. Truth be told, I'm probably going to be taking this grind in spells, because this ain't exactly my favorite minigame. It's not that bad, but I'll probably need to step away and do other grinds for a bit from time to time. Yeah, with this game right here, I should have myself 100 pulls. So let's take a break and run those back really quick. That was on the last pull. That was on the last pull. Dog. How about that? I have never had this on any account. And I was just about to say that I'm starting to get a little dry on these. No longer. 5 intricate pouches that time. We're above rate. Let's see what we can pull out. Hard clue. That's pretty good. One we can't do, of course. No such luck today. Here comes a big one. 74 Slayer. We are on the cusp, ladies and gentlemen. We are on the very edge of high-end Slayer. The next level is going to bring us our first of the big boys. And another task complete. We've got a lot of melee we need to train, so something along that avenue wouldn't be bad for us. Ask and you shall receive. Nice. This is also the first time that we're able to take our Poison Dagger ++ out. And look at these poison numbers up here. 93, 87. This is huge. And right here, extremely briefly, we will have 49 strength. Big one coming in, folks. 50 strength. And not only 50 strength, but we are now base 50s on the 807 stats. I'm actually pretty nervous because I'm holding 2 Lyran's keys on me right now. But that's 69 hit points and ever so close to 80 combat. And task complete. Didn't really want to end. The slaughter kept saving charges running the last couple. What could it be? What could it be? Nice. Nothing really happens on these tasks, to be honest with you. We are getting steadily closer to our next range level, our next defense level. Those are both really important. But otherwise, we're just kind of slaying away right now, which is good. Yeah, I'll do that with melee. Alright. Nice quick one, that. Almost squeaked my way to 51 strength. It finally happened. Oh yeah. Still not as bad as Fire Giants, I gotta tell you. That finally, because in the last episode during the montage, one of my actions was actually to block Fire Giants because I just got sick of it. Which means that I have to do Ice Warriors again. Even if I wanted to block it, I'd actually have to do it again because I haven't done it since I unblocked it. It's complicated. Please see the rules in the description. Ooh, look how sharp that lantern looking. Yahey. And a 71 rune crafting. Alright, a passive crafting level and 60 no less. Whoa, coming in hot. 72 rune crafting. 73 rune crafting. Apparently for nothing. I think I'll take that actually. Alright. Right about on rate that time for intricate pouches. The results of those 4, which will be never lucky. And there's 51 strength. And with it comes in 80 combat. 5 levels to go. Okay, check this out. 2 medium clues, which gives me 5 overall. Let's run these back to Ferox and do a medium clue on the Slayer. And as we do, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a casket. And you know what? Honestly, we got back-to-back clues. Let's go and do another one. And 1 again. And 2 again. And 3 again. And another casket on 3. Okay, folks. We're gonna get greedy here. And 1 more time. And 2 more times. And 3 more times. And 4 more times. Nice. Now, no matter how much I complain about Ice Warriors, let it not be said that they never gave me anything. Right? Right? Hey, 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 hey. I shouldn't complain too much about that. And here we are squeaking in with 52 strength immediately before the end of this task. The only good thing that I might say about that task right now is that having an AFK really slow Slayer task isn't the worst thing in the world when you're spending hours and hours at Guardians of the Rift. And Wilderness task number 97 will be 98 actually, and that's another Dragon Spear chance. Oh, thanks for stopping by. If not here, or here, oh, it was here. That's 75 rune crafting. And IKEA, we have just earned ourselves another 100 pulls. I'm pretty sure that's my first elemental talisman ever. Pretty dry on pouches for those 100 pulls, just the 2. But the good news is that I have exactly the number of pearls required to finish off the raiments of the eye. Have some drip. Time for a bit of a break from Guardians of the Rift. Down here in the Motherlode Mine, we can get a jump start on our next grind, which is just collecting a lot of ores, for reasons that will become apparent later. Let's do this together now. 65 ranged, which is in fact the level that we needed to get to in the course of this episode. But from now on, every range level is just a bonus. And task complete. No spear, unfortunately. For task number 99. Yes! Uh-oh. I'm dying with a full inventory of slaughters. No! Oh, that could actually be costly. Wait. Alright. What's the damage? Red dot. Wouldn't think that a PK would want slaughters, and luckily that's the case. Okay. I lost 2. That could have been way worse. Took a while. I was almost 2 tests dry for one of these, but it finally came around. And luckily I should have enough prayer and bolts to take this thing down. Alright, that took quite a while, but it was worth it in the end. Only my 3rd superior of all time. Which makes this task worth it, even though it's being blocked by a ghost. Which means that this next task is going to be our 100th Wilderness Slayer task. Can't believe that we have been out here since episode 6 and getting this far. Getting this far totally in the wilderness. I mean, I guess we've got the deaths to prove it, don't we? Lucky number 100. What's it going to be? Ice Giants. A little anticlimactic, but that's alright. This is my moment. That was almost my moment. Hi. Kinda not paying attention. But while we're on the subject, let's talk about why we're actually down here. So we're still after those 2 final upgrades, the Dragon Spear and the Rune Crossbow. The Rune Crossbow, I'm kind of banking on getting a Crazy Archaeologist task. Short of that, the best route that I can probably get Runite Limbs, that's a lot of smithing. I need a lot of ores and a lot of bars. So I'm hoping to just pick up a lot of that down here in the mine. In the meantime, before I go back to Guardians, I might just wait until I have the entire Prospector's outfit. This is way easier to AFK than Guardians of the Rift, I'll tell you that. Alright, time to get on to some of that smithing. And when this hits the furnace, that'll be 59 and 60. That wasn't terrible. And now I can use this place for free. Well, not for free. We still have to pay by the hour. But we no longer have to pay the foreman's fee every 10 minutes. So, this just became the best place to make our mithril bars. And we are going to need to make a whole lot of them. So I was slaying away and I noticed that I had 1 clue timer dangerously low. Now I'm pretty sure that's because I have 5 hard clues on the ground, but 2 of them are stacked on top of each other because they're the same clue. My clue timers are kind of screwed up a bit, so I only have 3 completable hard clue steps, but I'm going to take a bit of a gamble and try to send it right now and get rid of that ambiguous situation. And a gamble indeed it was. Ended up turning into a 6-step casket. Luckily I managed to complete it all. I did have to use all my doable clues on the ground, so we're back to square one. But we've got a hard casket, which looks something like this. Yeah, I have achieved the coveted square formation. And like 65 ranged before it, there is 65 defense. And like range before it, anything from this point onwards is just a bonus. Alright, look here, I'm gonna explain something. See my hit points experience, 698, 104. Look at my Slayer experience, 1198, 219. That means that I am now 500,000 experience ahead of hit points. Now, during the montage of last episode, I was having a race on to see if I could get to 1 million Slayer experience before I got to 600,000 hit points experience, and I succeeded with just a couple K hit points experience to spare. I've gained 200,000 Slayer experience in the last 100,000 hit points experience. I'm gaining at a rate of 2 to 1, and I'm doing it sustainably. That is going to be huge for us moving forward. In fact, we're doing so great that we're just completing tasks left and right now. And that was number 100 for 625 points that we're going to actually struggle to spend, I imagine. You know, I never thought that I would say these words, but I could actually use a Black Demon's task right now. Not that, gosh! Darn it. It is a 79 mining, and I do not believe that we are going to make 80 before we are on our way out of here. What could it be? What could it be? Ooh, wouldn't say no to that. And there it is on the nose. 170 golden nuggets. Popping over to Prospector Percy. Those should all evaluate out to... oh, fuck. Okay, so I guess we miscalculated. Turns out we're going to hit that 80 mining after all. Well, it turns out that I got absurdly lucky from the last draw of ores. No matter, because now we should be good. So if we pull out our 180 plus nuggets, hop on over to Percy, we should now be able to buy every item in our Prospector's set. And we are finally done acquiring these items. So the one thing about these long, annoying single combat grinds is that they give you an AFK grind on one account that you can overlay with something more intensive on the other, like Giant's Foundry. Now I just stopped off at the blast furnace. I actually gained 2 smithing levels off camera during that time. Stacked up a ton of mithril bars. Now I also have these steel bars, so we're going to make some alloys between the two for a while for smithing experience. I probably will end up with a lot of excess mithril bars because I'm only going to 70 for now, when hopefully I can pick up adamant instead. But that's just fine because in the end, what I'm going to have is a ton of leftover mithril bars which are going to be made into bolts anyway in the end. So that works out great. So pardon me while I spend a little time making swords. And we've been having so much fun that I didn't even bother to record smithing levels 63 or 64. And by that I actually mean 65, because we just achieved level 66. Actually, it's not really that fun. I am not a fan of these mini games that you have to pay constant attention to. I mean, I kind of have this viewpoint that I think is contrary to a lot of players. Stuff like, you know, the newer Herblore minigame, Mastering Mixology. I really like that style of minigame where it's like you're rewarded for paying attention instead of punished for not paying attention. So you can start, stop, you can look away. I like that a lot more too, you know, getting distracted by something happening on the Slayer for a second, losing out on, you know, a ton of quality on my sword. It's not fun when that happens. But with all that said, this is way better than, you know, like vanilla smithing, so I shouldn't complain too much, at least in this case. And 67, and 68, and 69, and 70, which means that we can now smelt adamantite ore, and I'm gonna do a quick break from the furnace down here to go and smelt some of that up and come right back with the rest of my mithril. Alright, just a little short of 1,000 adamantite, so we're gonna head and ride back with what we got. The Expeditious went so hard on this task. I almost went through a whole bracelet in like the last 60 kills. And it was still way too long. My god. Give me that Black Demons. That one's new, I think, actually. I don't think I've ever had that one before. It's weird. There's a quick 53 strength. Thank you very much. And I still got PK'd once. Oh, it's tempting to go back to Vedion, to be fully honest with you. But instead, I just came out to the Boneyard. Getting a really weird list of tasks. Unusual tasks. Rare tasks, but alright. Now have a look-see here. Not only have we just gotten to 75 Slayer, but that unlocks Gargoyles. And you seasoned Slayers out there might know that Gargoyles is kind of the gate to high-level Slayer. And because Neve assigns those, we might be onto that task before the end of this episode. This is a monumental achievement for this account. Just finishing a run, got 4 left on the task. Did pick up a handy mithril mace. Let's just take a couple out on the top floor and finish off the task. And there you have it. This is actually a really good task. What's next? Oh, ye master of the sleigh. That's not really a good one. That should be some PK deaths. I told you this would happen. I bet you didn't see this one coming. It's 71 smithing. 72. Oh look, it's a freaking level that doesn't do me any good on this account. And here's 73. 74, and 75 as well.
76, 77?
Could be 78. And finally, 79 smithing. By the skin of my teeth too. I'm gonna have to call it here. I don't have enough bars for even one more sword. Which is okay. We actually did pretty good on that grind. For now, I'm actually gonna come back to Guardians. And probably stay for another couple hundred pulls. Hi there. I missed something. That something was 54 strength. We are kinda getting there. That wasn't that bad. Nice. Well, this really sucks. This really sucks. Oh, I'm not gonna get it, I don't think. Oh, I'm not gonna get it. Oh, fuck. No, no, no. That really fucking sucks. Honestly, like, usually when a PK takes me out, it's like, fair enough. But that one really pisses me off. Yep, I'm ready to leave the wilderness right about now. Cristelia, would you please give me black demons? A for effort. Huh, managed it in one trip. Just barely. Nice. I'll take that one. Nice. Yeah, so this minigame is being updated in like 3 days. So maybe I should have waited until then before, you know, doing all this. Oh, we're going so dry for intricate pouches. But just as well. Alright, forget about room crafting. Let's go back to mining. So I'm down here under the mining guild now. And we gotta pick up that ore so we can get the rest of the way to 87 smithing. And I wanna kinda start getting unidentified minerals. I don't honestly know if it's worth it right now. I don't know if I'd be better off actually going back to the motherlode mine. At the moment, I don't really care. I'm okay doing this, and we need those mining guilds eventually. Alright, so I picked up a hard clue from a geode, and I'm noticing that I have 6 completable steps. We might as well go send one, you know? So, uno! Well, there's no time like the present. Okay, so here's what we're gonna try to do. Firstly, we're gonna hop over to a very sparsely populated non-members world. Then we're gonna make our way over to the fortress. Okay, we gotta get into the inner courtyard without dying, which shouldn't be the hardest thing in the world. Seeing as we got all this here food on us, and they're only level 8. Yeah, easy peasy, okay. Now we're just gonna log out. Okay, step 2. I've got all these boys inside aggroed on me. I'm gonna try to do a little something maybe stupid and stack them all up right here. And then taking note of our world, we're gonna come down and pop Skilly Boy right in there too. In, search, got it, out. Lovely. And one quick jaunt through a non-members world to get out of there. We have 2 steps done. And this one, unfortunately, we will have to drop. Trace, but another drop. Quattro. And a 4-step casket. We'd love to see it. Well, back to mining. Hey, bonus range level. We love a bonus range level. And finishing off the task up top, as usual. That is literally like my 3rd rogue's task since 100. Wait for it. 55 strength. I mean, these little tasks are all well and good, but you know, they're not really getting us any closer to our goals. I mean, with that being said, I did just get a strength level. Oh, shit. Yeah, I don't have much to say about it. Kinda sucked. This next one's actually giving me my 20th task of the episode. It's been a while and we still haven't gotten black demons. I was hoping I would jinx it right there, actually. Yo! Ha! How about that? How about that? Well, that's something, ain't it? That was unexpected. You know, can I do that before Dragon Slayer? I reckon I can. I might just knock that out as part of this task. So this fight is ranged only, which suits me just fine. For the occasion, I brought out my magic short bow imbued that I've never been able to use before. Come here, Skelly Skelly. What could be simpler on the kill and the fat amount of XP I'm expecting? Didn't actually count for the Slayer task, which is A-okay. And you know, there's an irony that both that XP drop and this one, while hefty, is granting me an equal amount of experience in both Slayer and hit points, which is less than the rate that I would be getting if I was just killing skeletons normally. But I'm not one to complain about Slayer experience, and a fat drop like that, I'm gonna take it. I'm about to get 56 strength, and so I do. Which brings me up to 82 combat, and we are getting mighty close now. 3 more combat levels, and we are out of here. Nothing like a nice spoon to finish off the Slayer task. Yeah, you know what? That's a good one. For the melee, of course. I'm just littering clue scrolls all around this mine. There it is. Number 40. Which means we're gonna pop right over here to Bologna and waste no time in acquiring our mining gloves. So I did decide to change it up here. Here's 81 mining. I was actually planning to buy the coal for 87 smithing that I would use to make adamant bars. But with the perks of the mining gloves getting double rolls for the unidentified minerals, I decided to just kind of pound out some coal. I still might end up buying a lot of coal, but for now we're stacking the minerals. 57! Well, I kept getting interrupted at the very end, but we finally got through that task. It was good for our experience. You know, if my math is correct, depending on what we get, we're only a couple of tasks away from being out of here. And that's what you call a 5-minute task. Actually, you know what task I haven't gotten in a really long time? Revenants. Oh, finally. I'm actually really pleased to see that. Every other time I have ever gone out on a Black Demons task, I've been taking Expeditious with me. But this time, we're going all in. Slaughters all the way, baby. Alright, you bastards. Once more onto the breach. Happy 58 strength, everyone. With this hit, 59 strength and 83 combat. And actually, with that, I'm switching back over to attack. Now, I had the original plan to go to 60 strength. That was very specifically so that I could get into the Wilderness God Wars dungeon on the off chance that I got an Aviances task. Because Aviances drop Runite limbs, which would bypass the 87 smithing grind that I'm on. At this point, we're so far in that smithing grind, it's not worth it to me to potentially unlock spiritual creatures as well. So we're going to keep Wilderness God Wars locked, and we're going to keep on our way to getting the heck out of here. Hey! There's my 100 unidentified minerals. That didn't take too long. No time wasted though. We have superior mining gloves in our future now. Yes. Yes. Now, like before, I kind of planned to switch back to admin after the superior, but the collection rate on coal was so high that I'm just going to power on through and get those last 40 for the expert, because that's going to help us collect the last adamant that we need. Oh, so much faster. And then we'll be on the home stretch. Rune Spear. Rune Spear. Although, you know what I'm thinking? That kind of seems like it's a big upgrade in and of itself, isn't it? And this is 70 attack. And unless they ever add an NPC who's able to assemble the Noxious Halberd for us, that is probably the last consequential attack level we will ever gain on this account. It allows us to wield abyssal weaponry. We didn't quite make it to 76 Slayer. We're still quite a bit away from 85 combat. Nevertheless, that was a great task for us, and I got something else to show you as well. On that task, about 30k experience ago, we crossed the 10% mark. We are 10% of the way from level 1 Slayer to level 99. Which means we just gotta do all that we did 9 more times. Nah, don't worry. It's not as bad as all that. I've got plans, I promise. It's been a time, Cristelia, you know. We only got a couple more of these left before we might never talk to each other again. You should enjoy this. And folks, it has arrived. Possibly the last Wilderness Slayer level that we get. I think we got 22 Wilderness Slayer levels overall. Let's enjoy it. I am so dry on minerals right now. But who cares? 82 mining. And a ways to go. Now we are just gonna squeak our way to 66 defense. And shortly thereafter, actually got PK'd in the middle there. But that is task complete. I'm actually getting pretty nervous now. We are due for a Wilderness boss task. But we were so close, I really just want a fat, juicy Black Demons task. That'll do. That'll do. And a couple 2 left. So we'll just do something like this. And there you go. Task done. 1 beefy Black Demons task. 1 beefy Black Demon task. Fine. And 3 seconds later, task done. Lickety split, and I even got drops that time. There it is, friends. 40 unidentified minerals. Over to Bologna. There we have it. The expert mining gloves. It actually took so long to get to this point that I almost cleared out all of the coal that I need from this mine. But we've got about 800 adamant left before we're fully satisfied on what we need. With our new gloves in use, let's knock it out. And this, friends, at long last, is our last inventory of adamantite ore. We need about 2,100 bars. I have enough adamant stuff from drops to give me about 200, so that should be enough. Goodbye, prospector outfit. Goodbye, expert gloves. Goodbye, dragon pickaxe. I mean, we're definitely gonna be mining again. This is all just for dramatic effect. And we'll be scooping up our last load of adamantite bars here. We topped off just over 1900, which is exactly what we want. Now, we're not gonna have quite enough coal. So what we're gonna do is temporarily hop over to a non-blast furnace world and start buying up that stuff off of this cellar right here. And it'll save us several hours of mining. That should pretty well cover us to get to 2100 bars of both mithril and adamantite when you factor in our extra adamant stuff that we'll be able to chuck in. So what we have left to do is hop back to that blast furnace world and chug through these mithril bars. And this will be it. With a little bit like that, that will be our last batch of ores. Just about 2100, close enough that we're gonna call it done, which means there's just one thing left to do. And that means that we've got about 20 hours of sword making in our future. So we'd best get to it. I've been working in the foundry all the livelong day. I've been cooking swords for Kovac. I just hope he thinks they're okay. Oh no. Oh. It was exactly what I was worried about happening, and it happened. Well, boys, we done got almost to the edge, and then got RNG'd to shit. Well, hot fuck. Ooh. Welcome, friends, to the worst case scenario, Callisto. Picture these things: a giant fucking bear, devastating amounts of damage, split-second reactions, level 40 wilderness. Now put them all together. The Slayer fears no task, but this thing is account ruining. I don't know if I'm capable of doing 100 points of damage to Callisto, much less the 1000 needed to take him out. This boss isn't like Vedion. I can't dodge the mechanics. I have to pray, run, and then pray some more, because this Slayer task threatens to be completely undoable for me. The rules say I can't skip it. At the same time, I don't know how I can get it done. I was maybe 3 tasks away from escaping the wilderness without ever facing this bear, and RNG just landed a haymaker. The only silver lining to this... What am I saying? There's no silver linings here. Literally like 2 tasks from being out of the wilderness forever. No, Flip, I don't want to play a fucking game. So in theory, I do know how to kill Callisto. The problem is that I don't even have access to Entangle. Not to mention my DPS, not to mention my gear. I don't know if this can be done. At least not solo. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go in like this one time and see how it goes. No crossbow, because I want to see if I can actually do any damage whatsoever. If I can, it depends on how much. If I can't, then we're basically done before we get started. Oh, where's the bear? Oh, shit. Can I catch an entangle? Looks like it. Oh, and I already missed... alright. Well, we're having fun. I'm too busy looking for the next fucking thing to... what? Oh my god. Alright, well. Yeah. Yeah, this is just not doable. And, well, to be honest, it didn't get any better from there. I got more creative as panic started to set in. I tried magic, I tried range again, running back when I died. I even tried to see if I could use retribution to very slowly whittle down the big bastard. And, well, the answer was no. I got desperate enough to even pull out the crossbow for an attempt, and in the end I just lost ether. And that was the final straw. I just don't think that I can get this done by myself. We had a great run doing everything just in the confines of these 2 accounts, but unfortunately, this is the end of the line. Unless... What? I kept my ether? It's only on PvP death? And all of a sudden, everything changed. The wiki does not tell you this. It says on death, as in any death. I thought that if you died at all, you lost 1,000 ether. But suddenly, a new idea formed. If I die to a PKer, my ether is toast. But I can die to Callisto all I want. And instead of being a problem, suddenly it's a strategy. I take a bare minimum amount of ether to Callisto, just enough for the necessary shots, and this time I take Thameron's scepter. I enter the den, do as much damage as possible, and then take the death. My gravestone drops outside Callisto's door. While it's there, it's not at risk of any PKer. All I have to do is run back, loot the gravestone, and keep on going. And the best part is, by letting Callisto kill me relatively quickly, I'm minimizing the amount of time that I'm risking in the wilderness. It's not a strategy anyone wants to use, but I'm also not trying to accomplish what anyone else is. I just need 3 kills, by any means. And suddenly, I've found a way to do exactly that.
This is it. This is it. Shit. Oh, take one hit. Come on now. Come on, bro. This was it. Come on. Oh, don't you dare. Oh, don't you fucking dare. Oh my god. Don't you fucking dare. Give me that last hit. No. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh my fucking god, no. Oh my god, no. Fuck me. You can't be serious. Not again. After all that fucking shit. On the last fucking 100. You gotta be shitting me. Shit me. This can't be happening. This can't be happening right now. This can't be happening right now. This can't be happening right now. Oh, I got it. I got it. Oh my god, he left it. Oh my god, I just gotta finish it off. Come on, I just gotta finish it off. Oh, I just gotta finish him off. Come on. Come on now. He's dead. He's dead. I got Slayer experience. Oh my fucking god, it got it. Oh. Why did he leave me? Why did he leave me? He doesn't. Oh, I gotta survive. Oh, I'm not gonna survive. Maybe with the Karam wants. Oh my god. Where's the out? Where's the out? Oh, come on now. Come on, guy. Gotta get the out. Gotta get the out. Exit. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god, I got it. That guy left me the kill he didn't need to, and he did. I was about to cry. I'm not gonna lie. I was about to cry. I got it. I got it. Sweet mother of Gothics. I did not think that that could be done. I'm really glad we got credit for it, because we gotta do it twice more.
And this is where the questions started to creep in. Who was this guy? Why did he leave me the kill? Who was this guy? Why didn't he follow me in for the easy PK? I started to worry that I'd just gotten super lucky, both that I didn't get crashed and that I didn't get smashed. But it just meant that it was going to be a risk no matter what I did. And with ether only enough to sustain me for a couple of kills, it was a matter of getting the job done. The mechanics are definitely getting easier now. I could probably sustain these for long. Yes. Yes. I was going to say I'm lasting longer and longer, but these kills are still stressful as hell. Nice drop. The first kill took 35 minutes, that one took sub 20. And 100 people could have noticed me running out there right now, so this might be really stupid. But I'm on a roll right now, I'm feeling it. I gotta just pound this last kill out and get the hell out of here. To the corner flag then. No more running, you bastard. Just fronting up to a big effing bear. Oh, and there it is. There it is. I am so relieved, honestly. Here, just take me out. Let's not fuck around. Not gonna lie, in my mind, that verged on account breaking potential. We only have ether, so that we could have died like 3 times to PKers, and then that task would have been virtually impossible. Don't forget the wildy weapons. If we hadn't spooned the hell out of these from revs, we couldn't have done that. And that task, I have been scared about that exact task since I started this series. And we got it done. Now having said that, let's never fucking do that again, alright? Yeah, I bet you think that was real funny, huh? I'm about to leave and you think you can just pull one on me? Let's cooperate now, alright? Yeah. Fine. Alright. Now, normally this would be a range task, but I really need to get out of here. Alright. I just got 2 levels to go. We're so close. We got closer, just not close enough. Easy. Easy.
No funny business. Keep your hands where I can see them. The wilderness does not want me to leave. And behold, the very final sword on our quest for 87 smithing. How about that? In the course of this episode, we've gone from, I think, 58 to 87. Almost 30 levels at least 3.5 million experience. And if we just let the dust settle and observe what we have, I mean, I grossly miscalculated as usual. But luckily I overshot, so we're left over with a ton of extra bars. And we almost green stacked our cash. Look at that. We're gonna use that soon. But more importantly, we need a couple of Kovacs grog, don't we just? Because we're not quite done. Add an anvil. All I gotta do is a sippy sip and hammery hammery. And all of that work, just like that, is 100% worth it. Oh, I guess there is one other thing that I have to do. I'll just be over here for a second. Don't mind me. This guy thinks that I'm a scout. I mean, I don't know what to do. Like, if he sits there and waits and someone shows up, he's gonna blame it on me. But it's the Peking hotspot, bro. I mean, I'm with you. I'm sick of getting killed too. Closer. Just give me like Ents. I will happily do Ents right now. Okay, I'll make that work. Almost there. Man, I'm pretty sure I can remember when we were the same level as these things. What happened to those days? Almost there. Here's one level, 71, which brings 84 combat. And after switching back to range, here's the other one. Oh, and at long last, our quest for levels is just about complete. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, 84 combat isn't 85 combat? Well, you're exactly right. But what are those last down there levels that I haven't gotten yet? And look at all these bones and all these ashes that I have in tow. Just enough, I think, to get me 6 prayer levels with a little bit of middling luck at the Chaos Altar. First things first, actually, I gotta spread all these ashes before we get on out there. I can never use any of the Ash Sacrifice spells from Korend, so there's no point in me saving them for that. I'm just gonna use all this banked experience really quick. And this is gonna do it on our ashes. We need to get to 605,000 prayer experience. We're currently about 210,000 away from that. And this is what we have to work with. These dragon bones are back from the dragon implant grind. I've been saving them up for just such an occasion as this. I can't exactly afford to get caught out there too often. And to be honest, I probably realistically can't pick a worse time to do this, because things have been real hot out here lately. But what can you do? The schedule's the schedule, and we gotta get this done. Oh, it's Duffy, man. Well, them's the cards, folks. Clan got me in one go. And like a moron, without hesitation, we grab a new inventory and go straight back. Here's 64, no time for chit-chat. Keep praying. Keep on praying. Here comes 65. I don't want to jinx myself, folks, but we're not even halfway through these dragon bones, and things are flying by. I mean, just these fat gains, man. And 66. We're just finishing up the dragon bones here under a bit of duress. Actually, if he keeps splashing for too much longer, he's gonna be in a bit of a bother. He only got one bone. Anyway, look how far them dragon bones got me. I'm only 10k away from 67. Look at all these bones we got left. We're gonna cruise to 68. And I'm baby dragon bones, 67. It's slowed down so much since we started using big bones, but we did it. 68 prayer, 85 combat. We are done. We are done. We are free. We never have to come into the wilderness again, although we most likely will. A lot, but who cares? 122 tasks, some phenomenal times, but it's time to move on. The next chapter in our journey awaits. But before we go, let's have a bit of a party. I still have to my name 31 Laren's keys. And to make it a real party, we're gonna take all of them out and do this in one go. Ooh, buddy. Let's do this.
Day 1 of leagues, no one will be here. It's day 1 of leagues, no one will be here. Yes! Yes! The only shitty thing is, unless we get super lucky in these last 3 keys, we're never gonna take home the bottoms. That's okay. That's okay, I just gotta get back. It's not in the bag. I'm not gonna lose it, but holy cow. We got 3.5 mil in the looting bag. Let's take it home, baby. Let's take the top home. I can't. I mean, I can believe it, but dude. On our last 10 keys, we pulled the Dagon High top. My only regret is that we will almost certainly never have another shot getting the bottoms and completing the set. I still can't wear these, by the way. And with that, friends, I think the door is going to close on our wilderness chapter. And what a chapter it's been. I could never have expected to achieve the things that I've achieved out here. For as much as I've complained sometimes, can't really deny how transformative this place has been for us. Mega rare weapons I never thought I'd see. Bosses I never thought I'd be able to face. 122 Wilderness Slayer tasks. You know, I've been dreaming of this moment, but now that it's here, it's kind of getting emotional about it. This kind of feels like home, and I think I might actually miss this. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. And look who's waiting to greet us. With a present, no less, to celebrate the occasion. Of course, I've actually got to make the present first, which I can't even do unaided yet. Yeah, you thought I was going all the way to 69? You ain't watched the rest of the series, have you? But if I have me a little eat, and a little scrapey, and then a little poundy, and a bit of a string. Look at that beast. And what a perfect occasion to hand it on over. And an absolutely earned upgrade. Welcome back to the wider world. And now it is time. Our new master, who shalt shepherd us into the promised land. What assignment do we even want here? I kind of have an urge for gargoyles, just because it is the highest monster that we haven't killed that we yet can, even though it probably wouldn't be a good task. A tried and true, but not quite the same as we've done it before. That will do us just fine. Thanks, boss. I'll see you in a jiff. You know, this is actually great. A completely brand new adventure. Like, I get to figure out how to kill all these things in the most efficient way all over again. There's no meta for what I'm doing. I haven't brought this cash stack out, or this whole stack of bolts out, since, like, before the wilderness for fear of getting killed. But now I've just got to figure it all out again, and how to do it right. And I think that's going to be pretty freaking awesome. I'm going to assume that the best way that I can do all these tasks is in the catacombs, if they're here. The question that I have is, how efficient can I be in these kills? Because if these things aggro me up top, I imagine they're not going to stay aggroed to me down here. Yeah. I'm going to see how it goes with just these 4 up top at first. And you know what? I don't have to look at my screen every 3 seconds to make sure there's a PK or not on me. The relief? Astounding. Look, actually here, I didn't even realize this before. You can box them totally up. I'm a little worried about getting crashed here. But if I don't, then this is amazing. Poison them up, just chill for a bit? This is totally AFK. Hot darn. It's such a different world out of the wilderness. You know what? While we're busy with that, I have a heck ton of clues that I picked up while I was mining that I need to dig through. So let's start knocking some of these out while we're doing that Slayer task. Well, look at that on the ground, don't you just? The first totem piece. I do plan on being able to use that someday. And crash number 1. Nice. I had 12 easy clues. I got 10 caskets. The last one of my medium stack, I hit a step that I can't do. It would take some poison dynamite gimmicks, and it's just not worth it at this point. So, out of 6 clues, 4 caskets. That's not too bad. And 1 hard from 4 clues, unfortunately. And that will be our spoils. 10 easy, 4 medium, and a hard. And a middle. Okay. And this right here is task complete. Our first task back outside the wilderness. Honestly, not a very good task, but it's still amazing that I was able to find that out. Our new foundation, folks. Our new way of life. So let's get through some of these clues that the Slayer has on the ground, and then we'll call it a day. And from every last clue in Ferox, we have assembled the humble total of 2 mediums and 3 hards. Not quite as extravagantly generous as we could have hoped, but at this point, let's celebrate with what we've got. And you know what? For this occasion, let's celebrate together. We've got 20 clue scrolls between the two accounts. Let's get them open. Typical from the easies, I'm afraid. How about the mediums? Nothing special, but it's from the hards that we might get some... And that's exactly it! That's perfect! That's exactly what we wanted! Hang on, we might still be... Yeah, we might have further celebrations in our future. More pages and nothing much. 3 hards. Huge opportunity for big gains. And a master clue. You know, we actually could. That's going to become something we're going to have to juggle. But I gotta say, just for this, it kind of makes everything absolutely worth it. Even though I can't wield it yet, it don't matter. We do these things for the little joys, and in this episode we've had a ton of joys. And so, for now, this is where I leave you. We've taken down futile boss fights, faced hundreds of deaths, and come out the other side not just on our feet, but as ready for the next chapter as we could possibly be. It might be some time before we see each other again, but when we do, I'm going to have a whole new world to show you. Until then, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you out there.